You never know. I didn't know like if it was gonna take me 2 years to get pregnant or 2 minutes. So like we made the decision, we started trying, and thank God, I got pregnant fairly quickly, but like did not expect to be pregnant in the middle of a pandemic. So we first met in 2012 when you showed up at my doorstep looking for headphones.
Correct. Do you remember when I asked you to manage me?
I was like, oh, this could be my opportunity to like get back into music, and like I really believed in your talent. I was like, I'm gonna figure this out.
So what point did you feel like it became romantic?
I feel like nowadays people really think that like it was romantic from the start, and that is like not okay for me because I was actually very serious about being a manager. I don't know why you laugh either. I was really serious. I was not even interested in you. I would say 6 months in is when you started,
6 months.
4? Like 4 months?
Yeah, because you were managing me and I was in the studio working, and then one night you decided to come and work with me.
No, it was you were sleeping in the studio and then you started sleeping in my room. But then when we started dating was when I was just like, I'm gonna have to marry him. I literally just was like,
I was never looking for something serious. I was just like, oh wow, like
yeah.
Look what God just like blessed me with.
We were like ill prepared, and it was so deep, so quick. And we were like we really were friends first.
You were a fun friend. You were.
Am I not fun now?
No, you're fun, but in different ways now.
What's like the funnest, wildest time from the earliest days?
So remember Tanzania?
That was insane.
And my family was like, you're going to Tanzania to support your sister's wedding, and you're like, I'm going to. And you bought a ticket right away. We jumped on a flight, and it was a great experience.
I mean, it was so wild because you literally painted it like I thought we were like coming to coming to Tanzania, and then it was just like
it really was like that for when I was a kid.
Right. But as an adult, I think no one cared anymore.
Right. No, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, if I wasn't coming with, like, a bunch of money for everybody.
Right. They just were like,
oh, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, he's here on a tourist visa. It's okay.
Yeah. It's like our families are so different. Like, my families are, like, Black American. Yours is, like, Tanzanian. And there is, like, a difference there. Like, just culturally.
Yes, there is. But it's amazing. It's a beautiful difference because we really are people of faith,
Yeah.
And even though we come from different faiths, like we grew up in different faiths, we still share the same beliefs.
Yeah.
How do you think that we've grown over the years?
Whew, that's like a really loaded question.
It doesn't have to be.
I think, well, we've grown from me managing you to us dating to us performing together. A lot of our major fights over the years have come from being in a relationship but also working together. But I think in the past, I'd say 2 years, we've really like done the work with lots of prayer, right? Like so much prayer. We've tried therapy, which is great. Love couples therapy, so good. And so I feel like our relationship has just grown to be like healthier and understanding like healthy boundaries.
I don't know, like any issue that I've ever had with you is just an issue I've had with myself. There's all these qualities that I just adore about you, and I've only just noticed more incredible qualities. And we went through some hard shit, from your grandma dying to my grandma dying to like generational trauma, like to then like me being diagnosed with bipolar, and you sticking by my side during like my manic episodes and stuff like that. How did you feel about like when I was diagnosed with bipolar, and how did you take that? Like how did that hit you?
Whew, it hit me like it was crazy because I feel like it was triggered, and then when they put you on the medication and you had the seizure, in that moment I thought I was gonna lose you. So I think like even though everything leading up to that moment was so crazy, I think it really put everything into perspective as far as like my love for you. It was like, I don't care about anything. Like I love him. and we're gonna figure out a way to like work through this, and it's probably gonna be really difficult, which it was, but I knew in that moment, and I knew all along, but when something like that happens, it like literally shook me to my core. And so it was a lot of hard work.
I'm still like kind of like digesting it, you know, to be honest. Just seeing your dignity during that time, and like how you never despaired, and how you never lost sight of like you and our love and like your love for me. I think that was really, really dope.
When you were diagnosed with bipolar disorder, it kind of changed everything. And we came back to New York to really be close to family and really just like establish kind of like family bonds. I feel like I can just love you to death. And I feel like you're not used to that, but I feel like it's like what I've said from the beginning, 7 years, that you need love, even though you may reject it. Like, you love to be loved on.
How do you feel about being pregnant right now, during quarantine, during COVID? How have you been like dealing with that?
Well, when we started trying, I feel like COVID wasn't a thing, but like coming back to New York, I definitely feel like when we first got back, I was probably like, I don't know, grade whatever level, because I was just like, I don't trust anyone. I don't trust anything. I can't even, people are way too close to me on the street. What do you think? How have you felt about this pregnancy in COVID?
Oh, I haven't been pregnant.
No, you haven't.
But I do think that, you know, it's been good because I don't want nobody around anyway. Like, I would rather everyone just keep their distance. And when the baby's born, you know, we can talk about that.
Okay, young Stetzer. How does it feel to love a black woman?
Feels great. Feels like loving God. Feels like loving Mother Nature, like Earth. It feels like the most fulfilling thing to do with my life is to love a beautiful black woman like you.
Thanks, babe.